What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Danny, coming to you to show off my brand new cut, and it is in fact a Deva cut. Yes, I went to a salon here in Beechwood, Ohio, and had my hair cut by a lady named Allison. The name of the salon is Dino Palmieri. And yes, the lady was very knowledgeable about the Deva cut and dealing with the natural hair and kinky curly textures and how to cut them. So, you know, I've always had a problem with the shape of my hair, the way it was growing out, because of one, the way I originally cut my hair for the big chop, and two, because I had to cut out the heat damage that I incurred when I was about 5 or 6 months natural. So my hair was all growing out, misshapen, and I had a ducktail in a bag, and it just looks weird to me. So every time I did a wash and go, I kind of dreaded it, and I would always throw my hair into a puff. Well, now my hair is shaped exactly the way I want it. She basically cut it into a graduated bob, and this is what she came up with for the shape. So right now my hair is still wet because I just got through washing it. But yes, the ducktail is gone. A lot of my color is gone too, which I'm happy about that because I couldn't wait to cut some of that color out. You know, when you color your hair, you have to keep it extra moisturized because it tends to dry out easy, and especially in the crown of my head, my ends tend to get really, really dry. So I still have some color left on the tips, and probably the next time I go in a couple of months, I'll go ahead and get the rest of those cut out. But I am loving my hair. I love the shape of it. I am trying to get used to my hair being a little shorter because, you know, she didn't cut a lot, but when you start cutting on your hair shrinks up even more. So it looks shorter than what it is, but I still have some length. It's still, you know, there. Not much different than, you know, what I had before. Just the very, very bottom pieces are shorter than, you know, what I'm used to. But it'll grow back. It's just hair, and I kept having to tell myself that, you know, it's hair, it grows. So a little bit about my experience. I caught on Monday when I was just looking on YouTube. I saw some videos of people getting their Deva cuts and the different ways that it looked, and people with different hair textures getting them. And I actually got to watch some of the technique that they use. They cut it on dry hair, so they don't wet your hair first and then cut it, or you don't have to blow dry your hair and then cut it. They cut it as is. And I was instructed to do so, just to come in, wear my hair like I normally would in a wash and go, and that she would cut me from that point on. So the night before, I washed my hair, and I actually just co-washed it. I co-washed it with my Tresemme Naturals, and I didn't rinse it out. I left it in my hair, and then I took a little bit of Eco Styler gel, and I didn't shingle it or anything like that. I just rubbed it in my hands and kind of ran it through my hair a little bit just to provide some more curl definition so it would pop a little more. So when I initially went into the hair salon, I had my hair in that, you know, the wash and go from the night before. It was a little bit more shrunken than I normally wear it, because I usually just throw it in a ponytail to kind of stretch it a little more, let it dry, and then let it out and shake it out. But I went as is. So when I went in, she cut my hair and she sectioned it off. She never used any combs. She just sectioned it off. She used her fingers to part, and she took each curl one by one and cut across, and then she examined the curls to make sure there weren't any damaged ends, and she clipped those off. And that she got up here in the middle, she didn't cut much at all here. She just, you know, kind of did a search and destroy method. Examined each curl, made sure the ends were okay, clipped them, and then she pulled it down to make sure that, you know, it was even, that everything was symmetrical. And then she washed and conditioned me. She used the Deva Curl products. I can't remember the names of them now, but I will say that my hair did not care for them at all. Which I wasn't surprised, because there are a lot of people that say that on there when they get their Deva cuts. If you check out some of the YouTube videos, a lot of people are saying that they don't like Deva Curl products. because it was very drying, and that's what I felt like. And I thought it was weird because, you know, Deva curl products are specifically for curls, for you know, women with curly hair, but it really felt like it dried my hair out. Not so much leaving the salon. Leaving the salon, it wasn't quite as bad. But when I came home to wash my hair and define my curls like I normally would during a wash and go, my hair was very matted and tangled and dry. Like, what normally would take me a half an hour, you know, as far as washing, detangling, and everything like that, it took me about a good hour and a half, almost 2 hours, to really get through my hair, because my hair was just very tangled and I had to be extra careful with detangling. So that part I didn't like. The Deva cut, perfect. I love the shape of my hair now that it's cut into, you know, this bob. So when I wear my wash and goes, I love the way it shrinks up and the way it looks. So that is perfect. But as far as the Deva curl products, no, I would never purchase any of Deva curl products in the near future at all. So overall, my experience was great. I'll say that. Minus the debacle with the products, my experience was great. Now that the weather is getting a little cooler, I will be protective styling soon, and my first protective style is going to be Senegalese twists, which are the very long. They're like kinky twists, but they're not curled at the ends. They're just very long, and that's where I plan on going with first. Later on down the line, I think I may get another sew-in, or I may just reinstall the Senegalese twists. I'm not quite sure on that yet, but so far that's my plans for the winter. I like protective styling. I know there are women on here that don't like it, or they, you know, a lot of people that claim that it's not necessary to protect your, to do protective styling, you know, during your natural hair journey to retain your length and everything like that. I say do what works for your hair. I know for me in particular, my hair thrives when I don't touch it, when I'm not constantly manipulating my hair. So low manipulation styles, protective styling for me is very much necessary, especially in the wintertime, because my hair gets extremely dry and it's just crazy. So I will be incorporating a protective style regimen throughout the winter, and I will probably continue to do so until March. I might push it to April. Well, that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions about my Deva cut experience or any of my protective styling plans, please leave a message below, or you can send me an inbox and I'll be sure to get back with you as soon as possible. Love you guys. Till next time. Bye.